For more on the fight against Islamic State, I'm joined by Fevzi Bilgin. He's an executive director for the Rethink Institute, a nonprofit research institute here in Washington. So, Fevzi, what do you make of these airstrikes? Are they effective? Secretary of State John Kerry appears to think, yes, they are working.
Well, to a certain extent, it stopped the advance of the IS militants, especially towards Baghdad and Erbil. And in that respect, it was very effective within Iraq. But we're going to see whether it will make any impact in Syrian case. The bombings has just started, and apparently it's not only IS, but other groups are also targeted. And there is now a refugee flow because of this.
So a big refugee flow into Turkey even as well. Into
Turkey because of the strikes and because of the retreating IS militants back to Syria. So yes, effective inside Iraq, but it's too early to call for Syria.
What about ground troops or boots on the ground, whatever you want to call it? Do you think at some point for this operation to be successful, it's going to have to be something beyond airstrikes?
Yeah, absolutely. The mission was defined as to contain and to degrade IS. And for that, everybody knows that you need ground forces. There's a unanimity on that. But apparently, U.S. is trying hard to, coalesce some forces and to convince basically regional powers for that. And the operation would definitely require ground forces to finish off.
Let's talk about Turkey's role in all this. Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan said they want to help with some kind of, perhaps some military, perhaps logistics. Why has Turkey been so reluctant to be part of this coalition?
Yes, well, there are various reasons. First of all, the Turkish hostages captured by IS was a big factor in that. The government, as far as I get it, they didn't want to take a public position against IS because they're known as brutal forces. They don't have any mercy in that respect, so there's no way to, have a reasonable communication with these people. So other than that, Turkey's position in Syria was ambiguous, especially in the last year or so. Turkey sided with opponent rebels within Syria, but I think they didn't spend much time in terms of categorizing which groups are effective and which groups are not, and what are their ultimate aim. So in that respect, there were more complicated relationship between these groups and Turkey. But it seems that they are now coming on board.
Turkey, of course, shares a border with Iraq and Syria. How concerned is Turkey about these airstrikes in its backyard, practically?
Well, Turkey should be concerned. And as of this weekend, basically over about 200,000 people passed the border as refugees from the Kurdish area to Turkey. And in that respect, it's a very unsettling development. Turkey has already over 200,000 people in camps. Camps are totally full, and there are over 1 million people inside Turkey. So I don't know whether Turkey can handle more and more refugees, but it seems that they have to be prepared for that.
And can we expect some kind of announcement in the next coming days or weeks from President Erdogan about what kind of assistance, if any, it would give the United States as it leads this coalition?
Well, I think we should, but then the interesting thing is that Erdogan, as powerful as he is, but he is not the head of government. He is the head of state. So I think the government will take a decision on that, and that should take a while. Coordination of the National Security Council people and everything. So we'll see. We'll see what will happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Fevzi Bilgin. Thank you for your perspective, sir.